Welcome everybody to a very, very special episode of We're Not Afraid of the Dark. Hey, do you guys remember back in the 90s, like every show had a special episode where, like, something political or social-wise had to be discussed?
Yes.
Which ones?
Family Matters.
Oh, that really stupid gun control when they tried to do it, when they thought it was safe if everybody turns in their guns?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that made me laugh.
They did that on...
Weren't they in Chicago, too?
Yeah, learn about Cowboy. That worked well for them, didn't it?
They did something like that on... what was it called? Seventh Heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Where the dad's a pastor or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he gets shot by like a kid.
Oh, Lord.
I think every
missed
single
that.
episode of Seventh Heaven was very, very special. I remember they had gang episodes and shit.
Yeah.
Although I think my favorite special episode was the kid with AIDS on Mr. Belvedere, because that was back when like people thought you'd get AIDS from somebody just by touching them.
Well, they made a Sesame Street character that had it.
Yeah, from South Africa.
Well, say then they had to take it to a dark place,
A
didn't
little bit of profiling, if you ask me.
Kind of. Yeah, I'm bringing up the very special episode because I've been looking forward to this. We have a very special guest in the studio today.
Hello.
Yeah, that's Christopher.
Hey.
But I have an important question for you, Christopher.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever hear of Are You Afraid of the Dark before Ben and Ashley started watching at the house?
No.
Okay. I could bring this up later on in this thing. Is there like a horror anthology show for kids on TV right now, though, or streaming?
No, not really.
Yeah, I didn't think so. We
Unless
mentioned
they-
that in a previous episode.
I was
Now,
say, unless they brought back Goosebumps, because he does like that.
now
No, they haven't brought that back
to
yet.
to redeem Ashley's card for that, like, have you ever heard of Are You Afraid of the Dark? He watches like not Ren and Stimpy. He watches Rocko's Modern Life, Hey Arnold, all that old
Fraggle
stuff.
Rock.
He watches that.
Where are you finding this?
DVDs.
Okay, so you had DVDs at the house.
Yes.
Okay, I just know if you found it randomly while streaming or something like that.
No. He's only recently gotten to where he was allowed to do things like that.
Oh, that's a good story.
Go on.
Oh, I just mean like before we moved up to Westover where we lived, I didn't have cable, I didn't have internet in the house, none of that. So he like only had his DVDs and stuff. He didn't have access to like Netflix and whatnot to go on and kind of stream what he wanted.
Okay, that makes sense then. We were at the tail of the Crimson Clown episode, and yeah, me and Ben were talking. We did want to get Christopher in here because he's about the age that we were around this time, or at least I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I should mention, as mentioned before, that me and Ash are the same age. So this episode came out in 1994, which means we were 10. Christopher, of course, is 1 year older. The episode starts out with Frank asking Sam out again and gets denied again. But why does he keep doing this in front of the other kids? Like he's never like pulling her in private or anything.
He wants the embarrassment, I guess.
Yes,
He's cocky.
Yeah, struggling for humiliation. Tara comes in on Gary's shoulders, and Kiki's all up in there laughing. Goes on to say how he is to be a servant for a week. When they ask why, they say they made a deal. And apparently Gary wrote some poem, and Tucker kind of blackmailed him on that. Promised he wouldn't show anyone if he agreed to being a servant. But Gary is the one telling the story, and like Tucker threatens with like washing socks. I thought it was an odd line. Like I could think of a lot better things than, "Hey, you're my bitch for the week. Wash my socks." Like Ben, if you had a servant for the week, you'd force somebody to do shit for you. What would you do?
I mean, now or then?
Then,
I mean, I don't know. We didn't have that much responsibility as kids, you know? Like,
Clean my room, do my chores.
yeah, that's it.
yeah, I mean, the wash your socks like one of the last things I come to. I mean, it didn't say underwear or anything like that. Have we had an underwear reference in Are You Afraid of the Dark yet?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm sure.
I mean, Sleeper Shorts had like guys' boxers on the flagpole.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember Are You Afraid of the Dark very much of that. I mean, the shows back then, I think we had some references like developer girls wearing bras and stuff.
They're saying nutbag.
Yeah, but it's not like testicles.
Oh, well, still.
Okay.
I'm sure if mom and dad watched it where they heard nutbag, well, guess what? It's testicles.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were also watching Beavis and Butthead this time.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Gary says he has a very special story, and what goes around comes around. His story is about some kid that finds out no matter what you do, it will always come back at you. If you do something nice, it's great. But if it's not, it's going to come back when you least expect it. Then we meet Mike, who's an average kid who works a paper route. Of course, every kid in this show needs to have a paper route, because I think it was the only job back then, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but in our town, like we live on the water, so I remember like kids like 10 to 12 years old back then were like just going out with their dads on the work boats for crabs and stuff. But then it may be a little different in Canada.
What? Yeah. What's the workers permit age for Canada?
No idea.
Because ours was 14.
Yeah, but it used to be you were put to work as soon as you're able to walk.
Yeah.
But the problem was everybody took advantage of it. So you saw like, I don't know, a 5-year-old having to clean some motors out or some stuff. Different times back then. Hey, Christopher, what are you doing for a job right now?
Nothing.
I got to get a ladder. His ass has got to get up on there and clean my gutters out. We already paid him for that like 6 months ago.
6 months. We're working on a year.
Wait, you paid Christopher to clean your gutters?
We did. Gave him $20.
But then you never got the ladder.
That's true. He thinks he got out of it, but we didn't.
Yeah,
forget.
that's a prime example of the horse before the cart, right?
Well, he was going to
Good lesson of
camp,
business.
so we went ahead and gave him the money, so he'd have extra spending money.
Well, here's another thing. Hey, Christopher, do you know anybody at your school who has a job delivering newspapers on a bike?
No, not at all.
Have you heard of anybody with that job at all?
No.
Ever? Yeah, like we talked about this before. I think our delivery person for the newspapers is like some woman in a minivan.
That's about what it is now. You see ads and stuff for it, and they want you to have a van so you can pile up as much as possible.
But see, in Chrisfield, we've mentioned him before. There was the dude that, we had one main road, and if you followed it long enough, it looped back around and took you out of town. And there was a guy that would just stand out in pretty much the middle of the road and sell you newspapers.
Yeah, that's not really a delivery route. That's just like being there.
Yeah, you come to him.
Yeah, well, that's what I used to do back like in the day at like train stations and stuff. They just have a kid right there, just read all about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've seen that trope in some TV shows before.
Yeah, it usually chimes with like Great Depression times and shit.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get this funny part here because it says it's the day before the mom's birthday, and he saved $70 for a special gift. And I thought this when I first watched this when I was 10 years old. $70 seems like a lot of fuck. I gotta watch the language. Okay.
In all fairness, I mean he hears it, but I mean
he doesn't say it. He's always been very good about that.
Like, okay, how old were you when you played your first Grand Theft Auto, Adam?
Oh man, I was probably 20, 21.
Your first Grand Theft Auto.
The game wasn't even really popular back when I was in. We didn't hear about it in high school. That was Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2. I think 3 came out when I was like 18 or something like that.
No.
When did Grand Theft Auto 3 come out? Look this up.
You were not 20. You were not 21 when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out.
Mm-mm.
Grand Theft Auto 3 came out in 2001 on PlayStation.
How old were you?
I would have been 17 back then.
All right.
But here's the other thing, Ben. I wasn't really a big gamer at that point in time because I was just playing music all the time.
Because I remember I was, I'm a little bit behind you, but I remember Vice City. I remember San Andreas. We all had them. Like I was playing at a young age. Games now, they're he hears it everywhere.
Okay.
And not like...
So, Christopher, you play Grand Theft Auto?
You can tell the truth.
Yeah, go
Or at
ahead.
Yeah,
least
go
he
ahead and
was.
admit it.
Yep.
Now, the previous rule was that he wasn't allowed to play it without an adult in the room, but that rule stopped being followed once we moved. So there wasn't a lot I could do about it. However, I've always leaned on teaching self-control and not censorship. I'm not going to pretend he doesn't know those words exist. I'm going to teach him that it's not proper for him to say it.
Yeah, it's actually a good way of thinking. Rather than hiding things, we actually just control things.
Kids are smart. You can't hide anything from them. They're sneaky and smart.
I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, this $70 gift for the mom and these kids, it's 2 guys in here, Sam and Mike, that are brothers. I put them at between 12 and 15. Ashley's birthday was in February, right?
Yes.
Christopher, how much money did you spend on your mom's gift? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't know.
Did you get her anything?
He was a latch on.
Okay.
Well, yeah, he got her something. He got her something.
Yeah, I was just thinking the amount of money involved here. I mean, especially in the early 90s, like how many papers did he deliver to save that much money?
Right.
Oh, and I heard sirens in the background of this like pretty nice house that they're in. I was like, well, they're in the Bronx or something.
I didn't catch that.
Nah. The mom says to keep an eye on the brother and to be back by 6 because they're going out with the intention of buying her a present for her birthday.
Well, the good son is.
Yeah.
The good son is.
Hey,
Well,
I did think about that movie in this while I was watching this episode because this kid's just so
I think we all
messed
did.
up.
Good
Yeah.
Lord.
I actually think I called him a little good son.
Yeah.
SOB.
They ended up in some kind of trinket shop, and I was trying to figure out what kind of store this is. It's kind of like that Olsen store that's just like kind of random that we saw in the Pinball Wizard episode.
What, oh man, what are those things called that Mom used to collect? It's not Country Village, is it?
Country Village or Precious Moments or
Yeah.
anything you're going to see on QVC.
Yeah, and they're just like porcelain, like statues, really. Like that's pretty much all that's in this shop, and just like creepy ass dolls and stuff.
My mom always called them knickknacks.
Oh yeah, I remember that term. Just random stuff you're going to have around your house for decoration that your kin, when you die, are probably just going to donate to go well or throw in the trash can.
Yes.
I did like the Ferris wheel in there.
It was
What?
pretty
I thought it
cool.
was a toy store at first because there's this giant Ferris wheel type of deal in the window.
Well, there was, but it was in the toy store
Oh, it was
because
two
they
different- okay,
they
okay, I
walked
got you.
past the toy store
Oh, that
to
was
go
it,
there.
okay.
Yeah. What are the names of the kids in this?
Sam and Mike.
Sam and Mike. That's right. And Sam.
The little kid's out like a dick the whole damn
Oh
time.
God, I hated this kid.
Oh, and well, I was watching this with Kayla. And she had a good point. Kayla, jump on the bike real quick and just say what you said about this kid. His appearance, pretty much.
Oh, the younger boy
Yeah,
or the older boy?
the younger boy.
He was ugly.
Yeah, Kayla's like, this is an ugly kid. I'm like, damn, that's gotta be right.
He kind of looked like Junior from Problem Child.
I thought
Yeah,
he
well,
looked
for the
like
right hair.
the kid version of Stuart from Saturday
Oh, that's a
Night
good one
Live.
too.
You mean from Matt TV?
Yo, what was up with his
Or
face?
Mad TV, you're right.
Did you notice his nose?
Was so flat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like really, really like unbelievably short.
He looked normal head on, but when he was like to the side, it was.
Ugh.
You know, this is the quality podcast where we talk about how ugly kids are in the 90s, right?
Christopher, what did you think of the boys?
They're both corresponding opposites.
Yeah, we got that like, polar opposite. One's very nice and one's like the evil redheaded stepchild that needs to be crucified, right?
Seemed like the kind of kid you'd want to hang out with.
No.
Good answer.
We're learning.
Mike looks up and sees this figurine, and then like there's that little demonic clown thing up there next to some porcelain dolls. He starts becoming entranced with it. He's just looking at it, like just staring. And then this creepy child molester shopkeeper comes out to ask him to help him. I looked at this guy. He's done a lot of acting before, but his like delivery here is like really, really odd.
Yeah, it was kind of creepy. Like his approach and everything.
Yeah, I mean, well, his experience was in horror films.
Ah.
Like he was working on slasher films back in the day and stuff.
Well, good.
Meanwhile, Sam is looking around and then sees the evil clown, looks for a wallet. The other kid left the store, by the way. This is going to go look for video games.
Yeah, the whole time Mike is telling Sam, right? Mike's the older brother.
I think.
I want to say yes. Well,
Pretty
anyway, he keeps trying to like, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. We're trying to do this for Mom, and he's just kind of, he doesn't give a shit. He don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh yeah, well you take care of it. You do it, and I'll just piggyback off of it, and that'll be it. Yo, show me that kid now.
This is the guy playing Mike.
Give me Sam. Let me see Sam's nose now.
Maybe it grew into him.
No, it would have had to grow out.
His last acting credit was in 2011. This is from the Dawn of the Dead movie that came out in 2004.
Yeah, but he's in a group picture. I don't even know which one's him.
yeah, the two guys are disguises.
One of them looks like Ben Stiller.
The problem is his name's Michael Berry. I mean, it's a kind of generic name. Let me see how to track him down. Someone try to find him on Instagram. Just tag him in this episode later on.
Look for his nose.
Oh, he'll be happy.
It's very
about that.
distinguishable.
Maybe that fixed.
So anyway, I'll
look
carry us for a little bit.
This is from 2004. Before then.
Is that him? Dude,
Yeah.
his nose is still like
Yeah, that's-
really
yeah.
weird.
Oh, God,
Yeah, that's
he's
not-
so flat faced.
Yeah,
It's like a thumb.
Yeah. What the hell? Well, anyway, Sam goes over to the video game store or toy store or whatever, and Mike's looking around for a gift. Tells the owner that he has $70 to spend on a birthday gift. The guy pulls out one of those precious moments porcelain figurines and says, "For you," like they've been buddies for a while. He's cutting him a deal. I'll give it to you for $50.
I thought for sure he was going to say 70 and take all the kids' money,
Right?
though, because he asked first.
and I'm
So
assuming.
I was kind of impressed that he was going to at least leave him $20.
yeah, apparently there was no tax here.
Right. So
So it was Delaware.
Yep.
he fishes around, can't find his money. Turns out Sam swiped went and bought himself a video game. Came
Zebo,
back.
Clown
Yeah.
House, right?
Yes, it
Zebo's
was.
Big House.
Yeah, that's right.
Funny thing. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Adam. You might want to pull up this footage. What was a game case?
That was the Sega Genesis case. And
It was a Sega
yes,
Genesis
it
case.
was.
I was about to go for that.
Yeah, because
I saw it
you
too.
saw the problem later. He's playing a regular Nintendo
Right.
in his room that has a black label, so it doesn't say Nintendo on it, which I thought was stupid on
Like,
their
we
part
don't
because
know
they
what
should have
that
been all
is.
about that Nintendo endorsement right there. But the other thing, Ben, is this is 1994 in this show right now. Like we had Super Nintendo by then.
Yeah.
We're still playing NES a lot, but
Hey,
Like-
she was a single mom.
that too. But they're also spending $70 on a birthday gift if they're that poor. I mean, that house looks good.
It does.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah,
again,
really
I
big-
think
really big, nice house.
It was. So I was curious about them sharing the room, and I've said it on other episodes too.
Oh,
It
yeah.
seemed like there would have been enough room.
Yeah, you know that room was kind of odd layout because I didn't realize that at first.
Right.
It's kind of like split in the middle, but I mean, it's a
It was a big room.
yeah.
Ashley brought up a good point last night. We're
Oh,
pretty
the
sure
beds?
they're recycling the beds.
Yeah. Anytime there's two kids in a room, it's those blue twin
Oh,
beds.
that's a good one to pick
They
up on.
don't even
They're
paint
the blue
them.
beds from Quicksilver.
Yeah, because I was listening to another Are You Afraid of the Dark podcast a few days ago, and somebody mentioned that they didn't notice a lot of props to be used, but yeah, they were just picked up on the bed thing because I haven't really seen like swords or wardrobe or anything like that reused in the show yet.
I mean, we
But
found a
apparently
couple
furniture.
props, but I mean, mostly it's going to be furniture wise.
Hey, Christopher, was this your first episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark you seen?
No. I watched another one that they were trying to watch for another podcast
Was it before or after this one?
before.
Which episode was it?
That one kid that was like outside, it was like a ghost and he was like freezing to death.
Oh, the Frozen Ghost.
Yes.
yeah, that. I didn't think that was as terrifying as this one, but it's kind of creepy. And have you seen any other episodes?
No.
Okay.
Another thing that I did notice was when she sent the one kid to his room, she kind of told them both to. And so the younger boy was sitting in his room and he was in there by himself. Mike, I guess, came in and then they shared a room. I was confused because if he got sent to his room,
I picked up on that as well.
it was a little weird.
Yeah, there's some continuity issues happening here. Yeah, but basically, younger brother, yes, did steal the money, and they're arguing about this inside the shop.
Right.
Yeah, that shop owner was like, "Get the hell out of my store! Come back when you got the money." Yeah, I think he brought up like Santa Claus or something like that.
Well, yeah, when he starts telling him he's like, well, you know, this is when he's about to pitch the Crimson Clown thing.
Oh yeah,
And he's like, when a kid's bad, like really bad, he's like, because Santa Claus will know. And he's like, no, when you steal, the Crimson Clown will get you.
yeah. I thought that was pretty creative, though. I mean, what better way to shed shivers through somebody than come up with some creepy ass clown?
We need to get a hold of cousin Brian
Oh yeah, he was a clown in Ringling Brothers, or Barnum Bailey for a number of years.
Yeah. We need to get a hold of him. We'll talk to him at the reunion.
No, yeah, we got family reunion coming up, and yeah, well, the younger brother's like, Sam is brushing off, yeah. But the eyes on the Crimson Clown start lighting up.
See, I want to know how that works, though. It's like hard plastic eyes magically light up.
And it's got a battery inside of it.
Mm-hmm. Just don't know, though. Just the fact it's like a hard plastic eye light wouldn't get through that bright.
You can still put LEDs behind a piece of hard plastic and it'll shine
My
through.
headlights are hard plastic.
Those are like clear hard plastic, so those are
Just
like
saying.
blue hard plastic. So
No, I want
through.
to listen and hear where this goes. Keep going, Christopher.
Well, I'm done.
Oh no, don't leave us hanging.
Oh no, I'm done.
Damn. Guess we'll never know.
Okay. Well, they go to try to get the money back from the video game, but the store closes. The guy just turns aside right in his
Right
face.
in their faces, yeah.
That's the great customer service. It's like, not my job anymore.
I mean, in all fairness, I feel that way at the end of the night too. So.
Mike says they're late, and he's like, "Oh, who cares?" Looks over, the Crimson Clown's missing. They come in, Mom's like, "Where the hell have you been? How far was the place?" They come up with some bullcrap story.
Sam does.
Yeah.
Mike just went to go put up the skates.
Mm-hmm.
Went to go do the right thing, and then
I did left the hair gestures that the younger brother is doing in the background.
Yeah.
though. That's the mob's going on. And I thought also she said you got to do homework and take a bath. But like this kid is 15 years old. They really need to say that because she's like
Apparently, because they
man of
never
the house.
did.
Mm-hmm. Sam goes in the room with a video game, and like, how was that video game $70? He's probably got like a 20 on him somewhere, right?
well,
You would think,
I mean, yeah.
but it's not like he would be honest about it.
Mm-hmm. Mom comes says Summer ready soon. Asks if he's okay. He says, "Oh, I just mad at Mike." Looks at the desk. That Crimson Clown's there. That was kind of creepy, right? Christopher, did you piss your pants when that happened?
No.
I hope not.
All right.
He's sitting in our bed watching it.
Right?
Sam calls the Mike, says to get the thing out, and the clown's gone. Dinner's ready. Then looks under the bed. And there's a clown hiding in there with an evil laugh. Some interesting camera work there, by the way. Some zooming in and out real quick. At dinner, Mike is asked to clean up. Sam has to go watch the TV and gets the okay. And Mike's like, "Oh, what the hell? I'm getting all the bitch work."
That's right, because he didn't care that they were late, even though Sam lied about it.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't care.
Well, Sam's watched TV at that point, and I heard that Wilma scream, that sound effect that we hear like every single movie.
Now, let me tell you, I'm when it comes to the kids of our family, I'm the middle. Camille's the youngest. You're the oldest. If I had a younger brother, and he was doing all this shit, getting me in trouble, I would have beat his ass. I'm telling you, soon as I was done getting yelled at for oh, I don't care. Yeah, go to your room. When he's up there playing his Nintendo game,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I would have gave it to him.
I don't know what the hell I was watching,
Wait,
but it had
which
like
kid?
The little one.
the one with the flat
yeah,
nose.
yeah, that kid.
Yeah, he needs a belt sticking to him. But there's no father figure there. I don't think Bob's got hair with like a rolling pad or.
Well, she said that the older brother's the man of the house,
Yeah.
so
I'd have
it
gone and
falls
whooped
to
that
him.
ass and been like, "Hey, he needed a spanking."
I was thinking, what the hell is this kid watching? Because I hear this scream, but it sounds like someone's getting slashed up. Or
Yeah.
something. Static starts on the TV, and we hear this evil clown laugh, and the remote doesn't work. The doors to the room all close, and the Crimson Clown's hand starts coming out of the TV.
Really?
And I don't know about you guys, but that was creepy looking.
It was.
It was.
Yeah,
But there's a certain length of hand to where
it's like Stretch Armstrong.
it's not. I love Stretch Armstrong. There's a certain length of hand until okay, now it's starting to get comical.
Yeah, but it's a clown.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't get why they made the arm so long.
Because he was set all the way back. I get it.
It just seemed like maybe at some point the clown should have started coming out too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, he starts yelling for his brother. Mike asks if the baby's afraid. And then calls him a turd face.
That's right.
Mom says to Sam it's time for bed. Sam says, "Can I go watch a horror movie?" And it's a wimp. Admits that he isn't scared when the mom asks, "What's wrong with him?" tells mom the story. Basically, the older brother's telling that he made up the Crimson Clown story. He says he's still little, has trouble getting back into his room. When Sam bursts in with the force and goes to the ground, gets back up, hurts his neck. Yeah, that's when I noticed that the clown was on one bed there. So this clown apparently has transportation magic on him as well. Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. How the hell did the clown get from the store to their house? By the way, would it come in the backpack or know where they live automatically?
Well,
Could you
I mean,
imagine
when you're a
thing
bad
trucking
kid,
down the street?
Mm-hmm.
when you're a bad kid, it doesn't matter. Crimson Clown's gonna find your ass.
Did you notice the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 poster on the wall?
I mean, it probably came with the game case.
Yeah, but they actually took off the part that says Sonic. It was just the characters, the number up there.
Yeah, it was just Eggman's face in the 2.
Well, so they were putting some type of thought into the props in this show, probably as I don't want to get sued,
Right.
which is why you never see anybody with a visible beverage on them. You don't see like Coke cans or Pepsi or Mountain Dew or Surge or any of the shits.
Yeah, well, if they do, they're covering the label.
Yeah,
of
or
course.
making a fake one. The door's closed and wind starts going around, sees the windows open and goes to close it. Picks up some random shit on the floor. Black Bananas and PJs. Looks under the bed. It's the same music they were playing earlier. Clock says it's 9:38. And then fast forward at 10:10, he's still up. Doors open up and it's Mike. Little kid looks a little scared here. Later in the night, sheets come off. And then we're transported inside this evil thing of the Crimson Clown starting to haunt him.
So what'd you think of this part, Christopher? We need input from you.
I don't really have anything to say about it. Just
Really?
the fact
Nothing?
No, not really.
Walk us through what happened.
Mike came in the room and the kid came out from under his blanket, started saying like whatever, blah blah blah. Cause
We're in the dream sequence.
Yeah, we're
And
not
And don't
there.
blah, blah, blah. We need to know what happened.
I don't know the exact
So-
word.
You were
When he
there.
was
We
having
were there.
the
We
night.
watched it, remember?
You gotta have your show notes prepped.
Like when the ribbons and everything happened.
Remember you said, I'm not going to take any notes. I'll just do it from the head. I said, I do.
Okay, Christopher, did this part scare you at all?
No. No,
Okay, I'm surprised. Damn, we gotta get hit back all like Dead Man's Flow or something like that.
There you go.
None of these
Maybe
don't scare me at all.
Maybe these kids are harder nowadays.
I guess so.
I think so.
He-
I will say though that during that scene, the effects that they had with that ribbon, we've seen a lot of different, varying degrees of good and bad effects on this show, and I felt like the way that ribbon wound and worked was probably one of the best that
Yeah, it
we've
was
seen.
pretty
yeah,
good.
yeah, I agree.
It was
I
very
liked it.
smooth and believable.
I'll say this about the whole dream sequence. I liked how it kept going. It didn't give a chance for like rest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, I'm waking up. All of a sudden, it's coming up from under the covers on him. Okay. Freaky. Like, oh, I don't want to see the head of a clown pop up like right at his chest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So he gets up, opens up the closet, ribbon. Ribbons wrap around him, wrap around his mouth, his head, all over him.
It only wrapped around his ankles.
The ribbon
Wrong.
got him twice.
Wrong.
I think
You
from
better
the
come
closet,
correct,
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, from the closet, it only wrapped around his ankles.
but the ribbon showed twice.
Yeah.
The first time it wrapped around his whole body.
What else, Christopher? What else?
I was just saying, from the
What else?
closet,
What else
it only
happened?
was around his ankles.
What else happened in the dream sequence?
We're not talking about the dream scene.
Yes, we are. That's where the ribbon came
That's where
from.
we're at.
You said he opened the
All right,
closet.
well,
That's
all right,
when
Chris-
he gets out of the dream.
Christopher,
No,
what'd you
that was
think?
still part
What'd you
of
think of the appearance of this human-sized Crimson Clown? Because he shows up here.
His head looks
Yeah.
unbelievably large.
Yeah, I thought that was odd.
Very derpy.
Like I think they made this calm down on purpose because like we had these really scary elements here. Then we see this like comical clown. I mean, it was scary at the time, but
It
they
does
could have
seem
made that
like
thing
they
look
were-
hideous.
It does seem like they were trying to lighten it up a little.
Yeah.
I do like how when he went to go to Mike, like even, okay, this is your last chance. Go run to your brother who you had, issues with.
Yeah.
He flips it over as the clown, and then the clown's head inflates till it explodes.
With confetti blowing in the back
Yeah,
of it.
like I do like that they kept like freaking this kid out because like he deserves that shit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
loved how after the head popped, there was a no Sam sign.
Right.
Yeah, that's nice. Did you notice the Apple II computer there? Because we saw that in one of the Sardo episodes, the Car Stone one as well. That might have been a recycled prop.
Maybe.
Sarto.
Sardo.
Zordo. No mister.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the toe.
The Crimson Clown comes through the door. It says it's been a bad kid. And this Crimson Clown voice, I thought, also was a nice effect.
Yeah.
I mean, it does sound like a creepy-ass clown. Sam starts to say he's sorry and explains everything, asks for another chance. And then we're transported to the next morning, where he calls for Mike, comes in the room, and asks him to hurry up. Touches him and says he got another chance. And he's coming down here like it's Christmas morning or some shit.
Right. See, I'm gonna. I have a question about.
He was taking a drink of water.
I have a question about this particular part right here. Okay, so he comes down there. Mom's opening her Christmas gift. Or Christmas. You say Christmas. Birthday gift.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost like Christmas, though.
Yeah. So she opens it up and he looks disgusted by this like stringy ribbon stuff.
Yeah, that's
like
that.
yeah, he's got this weird ass look on his
It
face.
triggered him. He thought it was the hair from the Crimson Clown.
I don't
But wasn't the hair red?
No,
it's purple.
Oh, okay.
And so was that stuff.
But
Oh, okay.
the thing is, she, undoes the present and it's the statue or whatever. Okay. So, did the Crimson Clown give him another chance, return the game, and get the statue? No. The brother probably took the game back to the store early in the morning, went, got the money back for it, went and got the statue, still put it. So he's still piggybacking off of his older brother's shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he gave me another chance because I get to live. Shit. That's an awful trade-off.
Yeah.
I had a question about that scene. The night before, didn't they have to get showered and do their homework because they had school?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's like 7 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
My bus gets at 7:12.
Oh, wow. That's early.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the thing that didn't make sense for me. Another chance speech, you get to do something again. So what would have made a lot more sense if
To
they
Groundhog's Day it and do the day before?
Yeah, they should have had him time travel to before we stole the money.
Yeah, or at the shop.
Yeah, or at the shop and then go return it real quick
Right.
before they close. Yeah, I thought it was just a lot odd there of how they did that. Well, I was just looking at the mom's look because she looks like she just got hit by a dump truck.
Yeah. And see,
Her hair was a
yeah,
mess.
mom
I
hadn't
can
gotten
relate.
ready. Mom hadn't got ready yet.
Yeah, well, they're saying Sam got what he wanted. He got another chance. But, like, how do they explain all that? Betty Ann asks what Tucker thought. But, like, what was the lesson to be learned here? Tucker gives Gary back the poem.
Because Tucker was being a little shithead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the lesson is don't be a little shit.
Yeah, Frank is up to Sam, touches her hair kind of oddly. Sam says, "What goes around comes around," and she just dumps the whole bucket of water on him.
She said it was a hot offer, but he needed to cool down.
She
and
knew what
she
she
dumped
was
the
doing.
bucket on
She
his
let
head.
him on for a
Yeah.
second and then dumped the water on his
Yeah,
head.
but I was just thinking, like, they better be next to, like, a creek or a water hose or something.
Yeah,
because they have to put the fire out. Or they're going to do, like,
Right.
problem child.
They just left.
Yeah, well, it could be like a problem child like, where he junior pisses on the campfire, just puts the whole campfire out. There's like nothing burning after that. The poem was burning because, that was the ransom that Tucker had. And the poem has Sam's name on it. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's a love triangle, if you want to call it that, between Sam, Gary, and Frank. But
I mean,
Sam
it's
doesn't
not-
want Frank.
it's
It's like a
not
soap
really
opera.
It's
Hey,
not.
for
Yeah, it's
all
not
his-
really a triangle.
Mm-hmm.
For all his low self-esteem, Gary's holding his own pretty well.
Hear that, Ross Hall? We're pulling for your ass.
A few things we should need to mention in this episode, just as side tips. Both of these actors who play Sam and Mike went on to be in the Goosebumps TV show in different episodes, though.
Well,
the
yeah.
older brother was in another episode next.
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
he's in another
following
Audio Free Dark
season.
episode.
Yep.
Mhm.
Which one was that one?
He's in Renegade Virus.
I want to say he was a jerk, and he was the jerk. In
Yeah,
that
he's
one.
the dickhead in that one.
Yeah, I've looked at some trivia for this Crimson Clown thing, and there's two conflicting stories I saw. One says that the Crimson Clown doll was placed on eBay at $11,000 and $597. It sold for $500,000, but
I
another
have a
report
problem
said
with that.
it sold for $11,000. What's the problem, Ashley? You didn't get the bid in?
Well, no, I'm just wondering because most of the people that would have recognized that were kids. Like, how?
Because some kids have rich parents.
Oh yeah.
Um,
But I tried searching for it online. I couldn't find much about it. Whoever owns that, though, better be posting some photos on Instagram here shortly. I remember watching this when I was a kid. It freaked the hell out, though, because I really hated these evil clown episodes. And we have to bring up the thing that most people compare it to, and that's the tale of Laughing in the Dark.
Say,
I think they're two different episodes, though.
yeah, they're not. You can't really compare them. Sure, there's the clown.
Yeah, that's the thing everybody ever says. Who's going to win in a fight, Zebo or the Clubs of Clown? I mean, it's two different haunted creatures.
Because Zebo actually had, he was,
and Zebo's a ghost.
yeah, Zebo had a background. Like, before he was a clown,
Yeah.
he was like, a thief and like all this other stuff. What's the Crimson Clown's background? There isn't one.
Yeah, he's a figment of their imagination.
just
He was
going
just
around
some
teaching
random
little
doll
kids
that got made.
lessons.
All right, that Christopher, I want to question your fright factor. All this on a scale of 1 to 10, how scary was this episode? A 10 being you pissed your pants and slept with your mom that night, and 0 being you would show this to a baby.
0.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You'll be hard. Did you watch Laughing in the Dark, Christopher?
No.
I want you to check out that episode then.
I felt like it was a pretty good episode.
I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah,
Chris.
I agree.
There were a couple little issues like the continuity, but overall, I felt like it was solid.
I was gonna let y'all know if he came back in the room. I was gonna tell it.
No, he went to bed, no problem.
Cool. yeah. We were ready to sort of have some fun here. Now, Crystal, would you, if we didn't have this podcast, would you voluntarily watch another episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Maybe.
Do you enjoy the show?
Kinda.
Wow.
Well, it's a start. Yeah.
Why do you feel that way?
Because of the fact that, like, I don't get half the crap there is in this because of the fact that it was made before I was even born. So I don't get half of this. Plus,
We're not elaborating on Super Soakers.
You say it's not as relevant to you.
The only thing that was kind of dated this episode was the Sega Genesis and the Nintendo and the Apple computer.
Yeah.
And the fact that no one's using a cell phone.
Yeah, if anything, there's more butthead kids in the world today than there were back then.
Mm-hmm.
And also another reason why I don't really like it as much is I know like how they make a lot of effects happen and stuff. So like I can point it out like that.
Yeah, the effects thing definitely, our technology has evolved.
So I basically know how they do it. So it's not like as cool or scary as it would be if I didn't know.
Well, for our Instagram, we're gonna have Christopher recreate that ribbon effect. Right?
Yeah, you'll have to make that happen.
Yeah, get on that. Thanks again for listening. Please leave us a review. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Email werenotafraidofthedark@gmail.com. See you next time.
Are you afraid of the dark? Are you afraid of the dark? Midnight society, midnight society, midnight society. Campfire poppin', campfire poppin'. They got them scary tales. They got them scary tales. They got them scary tales. Really wanna get into the rumble 'cause if